Without a doubt, it's the single most maddening part of dating in a world where endless romantic options exist right at your fingertips, the ubiquitous practice of ghosting. The official definition is, when someone simply disappears on his or her partner. No breakup talk. No text. As anyone who has been ghosted can tell you, it totally sucks. But luckily, there are ways to tell if a guy, or girl, for that matter, is planning to ghost you before getting in too deep. 1. One-word texts. These are pretty much never a good sign in general, particularly if they're in response to a longer message that you sent. If you start getting one-word texts without any questions or pleasantries, you may be headed for ghosting. 2. He uses lazily non-committal language. It's actually quite easy to tell early on if a guy plans to ghost you, even if he doesn't know it yet himself. By listening for certain language cues, you can get a heads up. If someone has to qualify their intentions, chances are they're not prioritizing a meaningful romantic connection right now. For example, if he says something like, "I'm looking for a relationship, but I'm not in a rush," or something similar, be sure to tread carefully. Listen to the precise language people use during the date to avoid disappointment in the future. 3. He bails on you for his buddies very early on in the relationship. If he cancels plans on you in the early stages of the relationship more than once, it's probably a no-go. It's a red flag when the person you're dating is canceling plans all the time, or suddenly has excuses for why they can't spend time with you. Anyone truly interested will make the effort to spend time together, even if they're busy. 4. He compliments you too much. Yes, sometimes this is a sign that you've found the one. But sometimes, the relationship actually is too good to be true. Be very cautious of guys who pour on the affection, privately and in public, and dole out an enormous amount of compliments. This type of attention can be intoxicating, but remember, they are just words. Anyone can say anything. If it feels too good to be true, it probably is. 5. He refuses to talk about past relationships. It's normal to avoid the nitty-gritty details of your past relationships with a new partner. But if treats his entire romantic past like secret life of which you know zilch, that's a serious warning sign. How someone handled themselves in past relationships provides insight into how they value interpersonal relationships in the present. A capacity to ignore the past indicates a propensity for what's known as emotional cutoff, which is the ability to completely sever relationships. In other words, he's likely ghosted before, and he's probably good at it. 6. Constant excuses. Men who are checking out on you and on the verge of disappearing for good tend to be unable to simply tell the truth, "I'm just not that into you." But if you try to bring it up with them, they'll probably give you excuses they think sound good. "Work is so busy now. Traveling non-stop with work. Pressure from my family to come to visit more often." Watch for these lame excuses. 7. He's super obsessed with you at the beginning. It can be a big red flag if someone comes on way too strong at the very beginning of a relationship. If they start making future plans and goo-goo eyes on the first date, you could be in trouble. This can be the sign of some serious codependency or the precursor to ghosting. 8. It's all about the sex. Maybe you had some great dates in the beginning, but now all you do is have sex. He only contacts you when he is interested in sex and wants to come over immediately to get into the cookie jar. There is no emotional connection any longer. Once the emotional ties are severed, it's easier for him to justify disappearing. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and share this video. Subscribe to our channel for more helpful videos. Press the notification bell icon for future updates. Thank you for watching this video.